All right, so if you want to know how to start a spice business, well, I actually interviewed 14 hugely successful spice business owners and startups from their beginning to launch to scaling their business being online or even in retail stores. I'm going to give you those 14 bits of advice right now from 14 down to number one. So give me about 10 minutes and check out this advice that I heard from 14 successful spice business owners. All right, so welcome back to Marketing Food Online. Let's dive right into it. I spoke with, emailed, phone called, and pretty much annoyed them until they gave me some information about how they actually got created with their spice business, how they launched, how they became so successful. So I'm gonna give you 14 of the bits of advice. Some of these are pretty amazing. If you're just starting or if you're looking to scale or if you're a small one trying to get bigger, these spice business advice tips will definitely be something you wanna pay attention to. So number 14, protect your brand and your recipes. Now, one spice business owner mentioned one competitor actually copied my blend and packaging, and I had no trademark or brand protection at that time. Now my logo and name are trademarked and my recipes are documented. Don't wait until it's too late, as he mentioned. Why this actually matters? Well, right out of the gate, protecting your intellectual property and brand identity ensures your hard work isn't stolen and keeps you competitive. Number 13, plan for scale early on. Now, when I started, I hand-filled every single jar, but once demand grew, I had to move to a co-packer. Now, I wish I had thought about scalability sooner. Building processes you can grow into are something that's going to be a beneficial thing. Now, why this one matters? Well, planning ahead avoids bottlenecks. You don't want to be stuck. Co-packers, bulk suppliers, and streamlined packaging systems will be essential as you grow and become bigger. Number 12, network with chefs and restaurants. So one spice business owner took a really unique twist when he first launched. He had mentioned that I partnered with a local restaurant that featured my spice blends in their dishes. That exposure drove people to buy my spices. Chefs are great brand ambassadors, as he had mentioned. And if your product performs in their kitchen well, you might have a good product. Why does this matter? Well, food service partnerships build credibility and steady bulk sales. This actually while also creating word of mouth buzz about your product. And number 11, invest in shelf life and quality testing. Now, this is something that a lot of people don't think about, especially if you're going into retail, by the way. So he had mentioned that my first batches clumped up after a few months and I lost retail accounts. Now, I learned to test shelf stability, moisture levels, and sourcing consistency. Quality control keeps you in business, as he had mentioned. Now, why this matters, remember, poor quality ruins reputation very fast. A solid Q&A process, that's quality assurance process ensures repeat customers and happy retailers. If you're looking to get into retail, that's definitely a good piece of advice. Number 10, diversify your sales channel. At first, I relied only on markets. Now, when a few years back, we went through the situation with COVID, my sales tanked. Thankfully, I had set up Shopify and Amazon listings so I could survive. So never put all your eggs in one basket. Why this matters, a mix of in-person online sales and wholesale creates stability and reliance in your business. Definitely something that I myself took on 14 years ago. I definitely stopped relying on one source and started to spread myself out as well. Number 9, social media is free PR, free public relations. So this one had mentioned actually, I made recipe videos on TikTok using my spice blends. One video actually went viral and I sold out overnight. So don't underestimate social media. It can be the cheapest and fastest way to get noticed. Now, why this matters, platforms, you got to think about that. Instagram, TikTok, they thrive actually on food content. Spices are visually and culturally engaging, so making them perfect for social growth as well. Number 8, this one was unique. You want to build relationship with local stores first. Now, he had mentioned, don't try to jump straight into like Whole Foods. Start with the small specialty shops, butcheries, maybe even gourmet grocers, local independent stores. They're more open to local products and are easier to approach. Why this matters? Local wins build credibility. And you can use them on social proof when you start pitching it to larger retailers when it comes to that time. Number 7, farmers markets are gold mines for spices. This was a lady who launched out of Florida. She said, I had built my following by sampling spices at farmers markets. People love to smell and taste them before they buy. That direct contact gave me loyal customers who now buy it online every single month. Now, why this matters, markets actually allow immediate customer feedback. That's one thing that's great about farmers markets. Brand building and steady revenue streams while you grow the business. And number 6, master your margins early. Now, I almost went bankrupt, this one said, because I priced my spices too low. So when I factored in jars, labels, and labor and shipping, I had almost no profit. So get your numbers straight from day one, because that's definitely, I can attest to that too. You need to know how much you're selling, especially online, because there's a lot of fees. Why this matters, you need to understand true costs, not just raw ingredients, but packaging, labor, shipping, and marketing. So before setting a sustainable retail price, do that. Number 5, keep your ingredient list clean. Well, here's what it means. Retail buyers and customers love transparency. Short, clean ingredient lists are more appealing than long, chemical-sounding words. So I lost a deal early on because I used anti-caking agents. Now it's all natural. So why this matters, today's consumers demand clean labels, which also makes your product stand out on the crowded market. Number 4, use storytelling as marketing. My brand grew because I shared the cultural heritage of the behind the spices that he made. But people actually don't just buy cumin, they want to buy a connected to your story connection. Now tell them why your spice matters, how you source them, or the tradition behind actually using the recipe. Now, why this matters, emotional connection drives repeat businesses over and over and gives your brand a unique selling proposition. Number 3, sell direct to consumer before wholesale. This was one that I took note of actually myself a long time ago. So I made the mistake of chasing retail too soon. Direct sales through farmers markets or even online shops gave me a higher margins and direct to customer feedback. Now, once I had proof of sales, retail stores were much easier for him to approach. Why this mattered to him? Well, direct sales not only provide better margins, but also help you test what flavors actually sell before committing to wholesale. Number 2, focus on packaging and branding early. My first blends sold okay, but once I redesigned my packaging, he said his sales doubled. Attractive jars, resealable pouches, and consistent labeling make a huge difference. People buy with their eyes first. Good packaging, why this matters, communicates professionalism, builds trust, and makes your product stand out on shelves in the marketplace. Last but not least, the most important, I think that's why I saved it for number 1, start small, guys. Perfect one single blend first. The last one I had interviewed, he had said that I launched with one spice blend and focused on making it incredible. That single blend built my brand reputation. Don't rush into like 20 different SKUs. Master one, learn your margins, nail your labeling, and prove that you have demand for the product for expanding. Now, why this matters, starting lean keeps costs low and reduces risk. It also allows you to build brand loyalty around a signature product that customers associate with. So there you have it. I interviewed 14 successful spice businesses in different stages of their business. I hope this was helpful. If it was, definitely give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions about this, please do let me know, and I'll see you guys on our next video.